Since November last year, DICE has been running various operation campaigns for the community to take part in. These combine two operations into an unlock system, which rewards players who complete it with a special operations battle pack. 25,000 XP needs to be scored in each of the highlighted operations to complete a round of the campaign, and every time you complete the campaign, you unlock another battle pack to open. The system was designed to focus players onto specific operations, rather than leaving the player base spread really wide across the 8 or so that we currently have in Battlefield 1. So with more people playing just a couple of the operations every 2 weeks, you were likely to jump into a populated server and have a good game experience. Now, having completed the most recent operation campaign nearly 5 times over now, you could say I'm a fan of the system. I like progression elements in video games, I like having something to aim for, and I also like that operation campaigns directly encourage team and squad play. These actions in Battlefield 1, they reward you with extra XP, so the more you do to help your team and play the objective, the faster you're going to reach each battle pack that you can unlock. However, I do feel that the system could do with some refining considering the recent final DLC release for Battlefield 1. At this time, we have no confirmation of what is actually coming next for the game. We have nothing official from the DICE studio. So therefore, Operation Campaigns now stand as a core function of progression in this game. Many people have already unlocked all of the weapons and variants, completed lots of the service assignments, unlocked most of the medals, and done pretty much all there is to do in Battlefield 1. So Operation Campaigns, with their weapon skin and melee puzzle piece rewards, almost remain on their own now as the progression system left in Battlefield 1 as we move towards the next Battlefield game. There are still loads of people playing Battlefield 1, and therefore it would be awesome if Operation Campaigns suddenly became a system to satisfy as many people as possible, as often as possible. I've got some suggestions here that I've been thinking about for the last couple of days, and my hope is that the people over at the DICE studio will be able to see these suggestions and potentially take them on board for the operation system. Operation Campaigns is a great idea, but I think it could be even better. So the first change that I'd like to see made is DICE enabling a feature that keeps track of all of the XP that you gain beyond the 25,000 XP target for each operation in the campaign, and then bank that extra XP for the next completion of the campaign. This would mean if I gained 36,000 XP for completing one operation, that extra 11,000 XP would not just be lost because it was over the 25,000 XP target. Another issue, although I think there is some technical limitation here, so it's unlikely this is going to change, I'd love to see DICE count the XP gain during the first operations map if the operation moves onto the second map. Right now, all of the XP that you rack up in the first map is lost when counting towards the Operation Campaign target, and that's kind of frustrating if you had an awesome round and racked up all the XP you needed, only for the operation to move onto the second map. Both of these changes, I think, would greatly increase the satisfaction of playing the operations included in the active campaign, and it would drastically increase the chance of players getting multiple battle packs as rewards while the campaign is active. An issue since Operation Campaigns launched is that some players feel the grind towards the rewards wasn't always worth it, and making these changes to accelerate progress, plus increasing the number of rewards on average you could actually earn, would be a step in the right direction. Secondly, I think DICE needs to directly address the rewards that they're handing out for Operation Campaigns. The Battle Pack system in this game, with its random luck of the draw mechanic, has worn thin with the majority of the player base, and I think it needs to be adapted to make sure players are getting rewards that they actually want. So step number 1 would be to change the contents of the battle packs that are being rewarded for completing an active operation campaign. Now, at the moment, you get the chance of getting a special skin, a distinguished skin, or a legendary skin alongside a melee puzzle piece. My proposal here is to remove special skins from these battle packs completely and limit them only to distinguished and legendary skins alongside those melee puzzle pieces. Distinguished and legendary skins are arguably the skins that players are looking for anyway, and I don't think a special skin is really a good enough reward for collecting 50,000 XP across 2 operations. I'm still not sure why they're even called special skins. They really don't look that special. Personally, if I knew completing a round of the active operation campaign rewarded me with one of those better looking skins, I'd be much more inclined to actually give it a go in the first place. Step 2 in terms of rewards would be to change the parameters of how melee puzzle pieces are rewarded. Currently, only the first completion of the active operation campaign will reward you guaranteed a melee puzzle piece, with subsequent completions reducing that guarantee simply to a high chance of getting a piece. In the same spirit as limiting the battle packs to only distinguished and legendary skins, I'd like to see melee puzzle pieces being rewarded for every single completion of an operation campaign. This would again offer another significant reward for completing the grind, and if the puzzle piece were for a weapon that they'd already built, they could scrap the piece, gain 270 scraps to open another standard battle pack if they wanted to, or they could bank those scraps towards opening an enhanced or superior battle pack, or purchasing a skin from the scrap exchange. 270 scrap for a puzzle piece gives players another chance to get a reward for their time spent completing that large operation campaign, giving them a little bit more control of their overall progression. And step 3, addressing the rewards, actually talks about the core function of the battle pack system, so I'm not 100% certain if DICE would be able to change this. It really depends on how deeply the system is entangled within the game, but I'm going to suggest it anyway because I think it would be a really good change for constant players of Battlefield 1. I'd love to see DICE remove the situation where an operations battle pack would spit out a duplicate skin, one you already had unlocked. If DICE could remove the scenario where you got duplicates from an operation battle pack, that would be a really big step forwards. As with the previous 2 suggestions, knowing that completing an operation campaign would reward you with something of value in Battlefield 1, in this case, a skin you did not have unlocked, that would give me much more of a reason to go and give the operation campaign a go in the first place. I think with these kind of changes, DICE could greatly increase the satisfaction of players loading up Battlefield 1 and completing operation campaigns every time a new one is launched, and they tend to rotate every 2 weeks or so. Recently, DICE decided to freeze the contents of the Operations Battle Pack and offer it as the same reward for completing the previous or current campaign. And while I appreciated this idea to begin with, there are a couple of skins in there that I don't have access to yet, I soon realised that because the Battle Pack still contained other subpar rewards like special skins, all this did was elongate the process of me trying to obtain skins that I did not have, and I'm sure many of you are in the same scenario. You look at what's available in a battle pack and you know that you have 70% of the legendary skins, 20% of the distinguished ones, and about 5% of the specials, but because there are so many special skins in battle packs, the chances of you getting a good one, a legendary skin or a distinguished skin, is so much lower. And something I found really interesting, there are over 700 skins for weapons and vehicles in Battlefield 1. That's an absolutely massive number. And so far, personally, I've only unlocked just over 200 of them. I don't scrap skins to build up currency so I can open more battle packs either. I keep all the skins that I unlock unless they're duplicates, so there's still some 400, 500 skins in Battlefield 1 that I don't have access to, and I guarantee you that many of you guys watching this video will be in a very similar position. If you go into your inventory, you're going to find more skins that are greyed out that you don't have than ones that you can inspect and see in your inventory and apply to your weapons. If the system for obtaining these items was changed to make it more player friendly, there's going to be a lot more players out there who feel satisfied and just in completing these operation campaigns and getting access to some higher level skins that they haven't got before. Now, just alongside this, and just as a brief mention, last night the persistence designer at DICE LA, Rob Watkins, he's in charge of weapon assignments, service assignments, dog tags, codex entries, and even more. He took part in a Q&A on Twitter via the Battlefield account, and I asked him the following question. With Battlefield 1 now past its 4th DLC, there will be players asking what they can do in the game, besides the core gameplay loop. Could I suggest offering some of the distinguished and legendary weapon skins as rewards for completing community missions? Now, Rob answered, and he said that he thought that was a good idea. So there's another option now that DICE could move forward with for Battlefield 1 in this time before the launch of the next game. They could build a system around unlocking as many weapon skins as possible still in the game, rather than leaving the whole scenario to chance and luck, with a battle pack system that I think most players are extremely tired of. Let's have players take control of their progression of what's left of Battlefield 1. Do that and I think you'll have a lot more happier players in your player base. But as I said at the start of the video, I'd love to know what you guys think of my ideas here. I'm speaking for myself with these suggestions, but I did get some good feedback on Twitter when I voiced this, so it'd be great to see you guys give your responses down below in the comments section today, and I'll try and get down there and read as many as I can. But thank you very much for watching, and until next time, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.